this is a potential problem. Most hospitals believe they can prepare for DRG by reading guidelines, attending short briefings, and sending staff to trainings or meetings. Now, that sounds actually reasonable. But under DRG, that approach po is a little bit risky. Very, very risky, in fact. Now, here is the truth. Hospitals don't fail under DRG because they lack the knowledge. They will fail because they never tested their systems. So DRG is not just a payment change. Ito po ay isang system stress test. Now, it's basically will expose the weakness in documentation, coordination, isama nyo na yung leadership, and of course the clinical workflow. Okay? Mahirap yun. And these weaknesses po only appear when real cases actually happen. Linawin ko po ha, understanding DRG in theory does not protect hospital revenue. Okay? Testing DRG in practice will protect the revenue. This is why we do simulations. Now, simulation answers the question that guidelines will never will. Okay, example. Can your doctors actually document severity consistently? Or do your progress notes show the disease progression? Okay? Yung labs ba and diagnostics ninyo, are they linked to doctor's decision? Now, coders, okay, when grouper comes in, are they actually the written? What will your claims, okay, if they will survive the audit? So, you can only get the answers when you try to simulate it. Now, most hospitals implement DRG and basically they will wait for the problem. Return claims, okay, may downgrade ho sa weight, and eventually deny the reimbursement. Now, that becomes a very expensive way to learn. Ito po, no, high-performing hospitals do it a little bit different. They will simulate DRG before ho magla-live si PhilHealth. They will run admissions through the DRG process. They observe where the documentation will actually break. Okay? They will identify the gaps bago ho makita ng PhilHealth Medical Evaluator. So, the point here is simulation creates visibility. Then suddenly, yung leadership ho ninyo will easily see everything. How the doctors will do the documentation, where severity is commonly lost, and of course, where revenue losses will happen. Walang hula-hula ho dito, okay? Because everything becomes obvious. So that is another reason why hospitals need to do simulation, because it's critical. Everything is cross-functional. Doctors, nurses, billers ninyo, medical evaluators, leadership, lahat ho ito connected. So, simulation, okay, forces the alignment in the process. It shows everyone one area is weak and the other is not. Without simulation, each department will work in isolation. Ito po, with simulation, everybody sees the same patient journey. Galing sa admission, documentation, delivery of services, DRG grouping, payment outcome. So here is the biggest insight. DRG, okay, will probably reward hospitals that are intentional. Okay? Not lucky, not reactive. Take note po ha, intentional. So my point is, simulation is how hospitals become intentional. Hospitals that skip simulation, okay, by learning DRG, okay, it's about losses. Hospitals that will simulate learn DRG through control. If your hospital is preparing for DRG and hoping that training alone is enough, now that is a problem. That is not preparation. That is actually hoping. And hope po, okay, is not a revenue strategy. So high-performing hospitals, okay, they don't wait for DRG to expose their weakness. They expose them first now through DRG simulation. So DRG success is not about implementation. It is about readiness. And readiness can only be tested. So that is why, okay, I promote DRG simulation. This is Coach Doc Ben. See you soon.